What's going on, YouTube? Back again. Another Capcom versus SNK full arcade run. This time we chose Sagat and Blanca. Um, so we've been kind of practicing a bit, just learning the moves. I was tired of just not knowing how to play. Like at some point you got to figure it out. And there's websites and videos for you to learn the moves and learn what to do. Um, so we kind of figured that out with Sagat, but we did not know how to do them with Blanca. I kind of figured it would be similar to most characters with Blanca, but I have no idea, so I have to look that up after. So like in these gameplays, you could kind of see like we were trying to do the moves with him, but I just had no idea. So you may see me just looking kind of dumb like a monkey in a few moments just trying to do moves, but like I just couldn't figure any of them out. Like his air rolling ball. He has that little like electric thing. I did it on accident a few times, but not really knowing how. But I couldn't figure it out. But other than that, I really like his moveset. So I think once I get that figured out, I'll have to play with him again and see how to do that. He has a really nice like full moveset. I really like him. He's really like agile. He has a pretty large hitbox. And he's really yeah. I said he's agile, so I won't say he's fast. So yeah, I really like him though. But that's why we kind of put him first. But I just could not figure out how to do those moves. And that's not to say you can't win without doing them, but I feel like if I know how to do those, I would play a lot better. So we get a win there versus Kyle. Just doing simple stuff. You know, the first match is always simple. And in this one, I was trying to do them a lot more, but I had no idea. I need to look them up like right after this video. I will, just to understand it. Yeah, see, we did the electric thing there, but I didn't know, like, I don't know. I just couldn't figure it out, so I'm not necessarily, like, trying super hard right now, or, you know. I was just trying to figure out how to do them, and I just couldn't, so that's why we lost, really. I wasn't really focused on the match. More so trying to figure out how to do them, but we lose there. Which I don't really, you know, I didn't really care because we have Sagat and we know how to do pretty much all of his moves. I figure those out. You know, we know how to do his anti-air uppercut, and then we know how to do his tiger kick. So we can do pretty much everything on him. So yeah, that's fun. But he's really strong. Like he's a really strong character. I like his moveset. And yeah. So I think now we're just at the point where we have to start like learning combos and learning moves that string together. Because I can pretty much do everything separately. And then we've been blocking a lot more, which you'll kind of see. Hopefully. Maybe not with Blanca as much, because I was more so experimenting. But even with Blanca, like he's still pretty strong. Me not doing any abilities, just kind of like attacking, figuring things out. He has that overhead I figured out. I don't think I figured it out yet. But yeah, here you see me trying to do it. Like I just have no idea. Like how do you do any of them? Like I know he has that air roll because I played against him. And the CPU would spam it, and I just couldn't figure it out. So we just finished him off there. It was kind of getting me like frustrated that I just couldn't figure that out. Like how do you do his air roll? And I know he has some other ones too, like that like electricity charge thing, where it's like you can't hit him or something. I really like that. So here against Dawson, my favorite guy. I really don't even pick him anymore just because it's like, you know, he's kind of busted in this game actually. So I wonder if I could probably beat the entire game with him, but I won't even try, man. He's like off limits for real. And especially like with me learning, and now that I have this much better controller I got, yeah, way better. You see here we doing that overhead a bit more. And Blanka has a really nice move, so like he's really nice. Once I get some of his, the rest of his moves down and learn how to use his abilities, I think I can be pretty solid with him. And then like I've been wanting to use, characters that are in some of the other games. So Blanka, he's in Street Fighter 6. Whenever I go there, Sagat is on there too. So just using some of those characters, I think, is kind of interesting. So I can just be a little bit more familiar. Dawson is on there as well. So like between those three, whenever I do make that transition at some point, we'll be alright. We'll have some sort of like familiarity with those games. So we get a pretty easy win with Guile, or against Guile. Here we have, I forget this guy's name. Joe, I think? No, it's not Joe. Who is this? This is Kim. Yeah, I don't know. He has some cool moves too, but I don't know. Yeah, watching this back, yeah, see, we do it again. I have no idea what I did or how to do it, so we'll figure that out after this video. And then we'll come up with some more characters for the next arcade run. And now that I'm just kind of, learning a bit more, I may switch to some other games too. Like we'll go back to some X-Men versus Street Fighter, or we get Ultimate there, or Super. We'll go back to some Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter. We'll go back to Marvel versus Street Fighter, Clash for Superheroes. So we'll play some different ones too. Now that I've been learning like different abilities and different moves, and I can do some more moves instead of just the basic down forward kick, down forward punch. Those simple moves. Now we can, we're just playing a little bit more complete, a bit smarter, blocking a bit more, just. But yeah, we lose there. Still just kind of trying to figure out his moveset. So really not worried about the matches or points or anything. I'm not really one to care about the points yet. I'm not really, I don't really understand everything. So we get this win pretty simple just with Sagat. We're not worried about the points yet. We're just trying to learn really. And that's really, I'm in that phase of just learning and just playing, getting as many reps in as I can. There we get Ultimate Chun-Li. And here we finish her off. Oh yeah, look what we can do. We finally figured out to do the supers. So now knowing how to do that changes everything, especially on him. Like I'm pretty sure on Sagat, I know all of his moves now. His knee kick, tiger kick, that uppercut, all 4 of his ability shoots, and then we can do his supers. So we really figured him out. Maybe he has some more moves like that. Like, how do you do that? I have to figure it out. Because once I figure that out, I think I'll be a bit better. Because Blanka, he's really nice. I like him. He has that like kick. That like diving kick reminds me of the kick that Hulk can do from X-Men versus Street Fighter or Marvel versus Super. Whatever those games are, I don't know which one. But Hulk has this like unblockable overhead where he's doing like that straight kick with the 2-leg diving kick. It's just insane, which I really like. Round 2, fight. I think she gave us a bit more problems. Her like hitbox is a bit thinner. It's like you really have to watch where you're standing and where you're doing the moves from. You know, if she was a bit bigger, she would get hit from a bit more, but she's so tiny, it's like it's kind of hard to hit her. And we got a pretty clean win against her. And amongst all these matches, we're still trying to do his supers and his ultimates, but I just have no idea. But we're playing him through. But this is my first time playing as Blanca, and he was pretty good. So you see us just doing just looking silly there. But you know, at some point we stop trying to do those and just kind of try to fight a bit. Someone left a comment too, and they were like talking about, you know, just watching my gameplay that I do a lot of like heavy attacks. So I think we might have got it there. I don't know what we were doing, but I think we might have pulled it off. But yeah, they were saying we were doing a bunch of heavy attacks. So I tried to make it a point, especially more of a Saga, just because I know more of his moves, just to like do more, you know, light attacks. I love the heavy attacks. They're more powerful and they have a further reach, but like you said, if they get blocked, you leave yourself really open. And we do another super there, Saga, and yeah, he's pretty good. I really like his character. And I've been watching some Street Fighter 6 gameplay, and I saw him in there, and he looked pretty fun in that game too. So
final round fight.
Here we have Benimaru. He's got jumps a lot. He hits us with the grab. Yeah, see that? And that tiger uppercut and tiger punch. Those are the moves that I have to learn. Another grab, and that's something else we have to do. Is that like I think it's you use your light kick and light punch, and you do like that like transmission move where you like move fast and you're like almost untargetable. We have to start incorporating that. I don't think I did that any this whole video. So what do we have here? Dan. I'll have to figure him out. He looks like I don't know. He doesn't look really like a good, I don't want to say like a good character, but I just don't understand him yet. Like he looks kind of like underwhelming, but I'm sure it's just me not knowing, you know, everything he can do. Yeah, see that, like, I don't want to call it like a transmission or something. It reminds me of like, you know, Naruto, and they would do the like substitution jutsu where you can't be targeted while you move for that period of time. So do we win this one? No. Oh, we didn't. Do we? I forget. No, we don't. We stop blocking and we get beat there. But the next time we pick Blanca, we will figure out everything and we'll know how to do it. So it'll be a big difference, hopefully. Hopefully we won't have to bring out Saga until we fight one of the bosses. And we barely missed that one there. We probably should have gotten hit. And we went with a heavy kick there.
Try again, Geese.
And here's the mirror match.
Final round fight.
That was a good throw. kind of learning and just seeing like how they, the CPU plays. Like if someone jumps into you and you block, like a throw is a great move to do right there. So just learning, seeing, what they
Try
do.
again, Geese.
But we beat him pretty easily. Is that it? Let's see. Okay, I think here we fight against one of the bosses. And we didn't pick any SNK characters, so we go against Geese.
Decide the
Which
roundabout. Show me
you
your
know, this is the first time I beat him on the first try, and then this is the first time I beat him without Dawson spamming. So clearly we can see we're playing better, at least smarter somewhat, just blocking more. We know his moves, we know what he can do.
You can no longer
Um,
escape from death.
we're not really afraid of him anymore. He's
Round
not
one,
he's not making me
fight.
rage like before. And then I kind of saw with Blanca, even though I didn't know how to do his abilities, like my main thing with Blanca is that overhead kick. Like I love that. It's like it's really good. It's hard to block. I don't think it is blockable. Um, and then when you're going against a large character with a large hitbox like that, it's easier to hit. But we do some damage with him. Not knowing how to do everything, but we just wanted to do some damage with Blanca as much as we could. Then we were pretty confident with Sagat. Um,
Round two, fight.
he did that overhead again, another overhead. So we just have to be careful. Um, a little spammy, but and then we catch him with a nice super. Really don't want to take any more damage, especially when he's that low. You really need to just play super clean
Try again, Geese.
for the next round. So just wanted to end it there. We beat him the first time, so now this one we were like, okay, we don't, so he obviously has more health, so we have to play careful, you know. Um, trying to block. Let's just watch what we do here. We kind of counter those jumps. He blocks that, and then he does the air kick into it. We're really trying to play careful. We just block. If we know something's coming, we have to block it. And we get a clean super there. It doesn't do as much damage though. If you get hit by that, really got to be careful. Another tiger kick. And that's kind of the thing with him. He's going to jump and do that air every time. So we just, that's our anti-air move. And we get the win pretty easily. So that was a good run. We're improving. We're learning more. We have to figure out those moves with Blanca. And I feel like he can be really good. Or at least better with us. So we're having fun. Like I said, we don't know the points and everything, but that was a full arcade run, and I'll see you guys in the next one.